Hello, and welcome to another Win Daily Sports Show. My name is Michael Brazil. I got my man Ghost here with me, and we are breaking down this incredible 6-game slate for Taco Tuesday. I cannot wait. No tacos for me tonight. A little disappointing. I screwed up, Ghost. I'm sorry. I didn't make the decision. My wife did.
Can I leave the lobby? Is that a thing?
It's going to be a really boring show if you do. Let me just say that. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button. We want to become YouTube stars, and apparently that's how you do it. Also, get in the chat. Ask us questions. Literally what we are here for. It's our favorite part, getting to talk with you guys and girls about what you're doing in your NBA DFS lineups. Make sure to follow him at DFS_Ghost, me at Michael Brazil 1, us at Win Daily Sports, windailysports.com/chat for 7 free days in our expert Discord chat. Just stop being assholes. Let me just say that. Too many assholes in there now. Not about it. We'll kick you out. Don't fucking cross me. I do want to start out this show by saying Garrett Temple is an asshole, and he ruined my Bulls bet, and I'm not very happy about that. Bulls plus 4.5, looking very nice, very fantastic. 1.9 seconds left on the clock. He decides to foul Jamal Murray. No idea why. Literally no idea why. You're not going to win that game. Everyone knows you're not going to win that game. He decides to foul Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray smashes both free throws because why? They're free, and I lose. So very disappointed in that. That was pretty good.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, but that was bad, man. Funny.
It was bad. I was not.
There was like a fourth of a second left on the clock, and this guy thinks that they're gonna win down by 4, somehow get a possession, score, a stop, and then score again with a fourth of a second left. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys, I shouldn't be laughing. I had it too, but it was just.
It's funny.
It was pretty funny.
Whatever. I ended up positive last night, so it's okay. Got a lot of incredible people over here at Win Daily Sports helping me out, such as yourself, Ghost Man. But, it was not great. It was not great. We also
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob. Not great. We also had the surprise, I guess, kind of Joel Embiid ended up playing, and the Sixers smashed the Pacers. They just absolutely blew him out. Yeah.
Let's just say I don't know what Jay's watching. I hope he's watching. I see him in Discord right now, so he might have it on, but he might be on his way home. I don't know. Sometimes he parks in like random lots apparently to get in Discord and help us out. So that's how dedicated our founder is. But I don't know. Maybe he's listening or not. We absolutely went Yoshi hammer time on DeJounte. Over 30.5 PRA. He got it at 29.5, which usually the Canadian book is like a little wonky on some odds. So usually I get them at a better price, but he actually got the better price than I did. And when I saw the Sabonis and Indy plus 4 going absolutely down the poop chute, I was like, okay, I don't want to tilt bet this, but it's DeJounte. I have him in my lineup. I wrote him up.
Double down.
It's a sign. Hammer time on 30.5. This guy's at 28.5. Grabs the rebound. 1.5 seconds left. Kyrie fouls him, first of all. Okay, that was a foul. They didn't call it. This guy grabs the ball off the ground as he's on the ground and does a 180 jump shot from the top of the key to hit the PRA and send the game to overtime. I'm pretty sure I woke up my neighbors.
Goddamn.
Like 99.9% sure I woke up my neighbors. I was screaming. Oh my God. That was unreal.
That is what I'm talking about. And that, people, is why we do it. That is why we do it. Derek, 7-0 yesterday. My goodness. Good for you. Let me tell you, man. I'll tell you. I literally tell anyone. Someone sends me a bet. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll take it. I don't care. But yeah, just want to say a big F you to the Chicago Bulls. Not happy about that one. It was actually a good game. So I guess that's cool. But we have a nice 6-gamer ahead of us today. There's 2 spots that are just, just so tasty that I'm excited to talk about. A couple pretty ugly spots, so we don't, hopefully we can quickly go over those so I can go eat my non-Taco Tuesday dinner. But let's get into it, Ghost Man. We have Memphis, we have Washington using William Hill again, promo code WINDAILYRF. Sign up and get it going. Memphis and Washington. Washington earlier today was favored by 1, now favored by 1.5. That over-under, baby, sits at 237.5. Kyle Anderson is questionable. I don't know. Did we get news?
He actually just got ruled out.
He is ruled out. Yeah, like minutes ago. Okay, cool. So Kyle Anderson's going to be out. Grayson Allen is already out. Is Smith, Thomas Bryant. A lot of people out in this game. What are we looking at? Because I think with this fast of a pace, with this little defense, with some value, it seems like we could definitely fill out our lineups a little bit from this game.
Yeah, slate's going to be done by 8:30 Eastern.
Nice.
You'll know exactly where you stand.
No Giannis, no.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. You'll know exactly where you stand because if this game goes bonkers and you don't have enough of it,
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
All right.
If it completely flops and a lot of people have it, well, then you're sitting on the late night hammer there. So
little extra information before we get going. Jimmy Buckets was ruled out.
Yeah. So I just saw that in Discord too. Thanks, Brian.
GD, appreciate you, Brian.
It's huge. Every time I write Jimmy Butler up, he gets ruled out. I gotta stop writing up.
Maybe
Jimmy
you're
Butler.
the curse now. It's not.
Yeah, it was the graphic, and then George stopped. Like we're like, hey, you know what? Let's go with the generic one. It's a bad curse. And now I write up Jimmy Butler, and I don't know.
It's on you.
Either we put him on the graphic and he gets ruled out, or I write him up and he gets ruled out. But okay, sorry guys. You gotta stack this game. You gotta stack it. Russ has 7 triple doubles in the past 10 games.
Jesus Christ, man.
And in the 3 that he didn't hit, it was either not both. Like it wasn't 9 and 9. He either missed by 1 rebound or 1 assist. So he pretty much had 10 triple doubles in a row.
That's absolutely insane.
Like this is a game where the volume is there for him. I don't even care about his efficiency at this point. He's just taking so many shots. And Bradley Beal's taking so many shots. You need at least one of them in your lineup. At least one.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, people know where I'm going, but you need at least one of them. Look at this, man. You're going to tell me you're not going to play the best scorer in the NBA? The best scorer in the NBA? You heard me. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. The best scorer in the NBA?
Yeah.
You're going to not play him. People continue to leave this guy at 5% ownership, and I literally laugh every time I play him. Every single time.
Eat it up.
I laugh. Because for some reason, it's, Westbrook is in. I can't play Bradley Beal. Okay. So don't play the leading scorer in the NBA. I'll gladly play him. If you want some extra backup on this game too, hey, sometimes the analysis might not be there. Sometimes the mathematical analysis behind the projections might not be there. Sometimes, hey, it's math. It's this, it's that. Vegas has the juice on over every single Russell Westbrook, every single Bradley Beal, every single Ja Morant prop. Every single one of them. The juice is on the over.
Love it.
Like heavy juice. So if you don't trust what anybody's saying across the industry, Vegas has the juice on every single over, on every prop, including the over in this game.
I love
this is the game to be. You have Russ and Beal.
Love it.
Ja going up against Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them like to play fast. Ja turns over the ball. You're gonna tell me Russell Westbrook doesn't turn over the ball even more? Buckets in transition galore. This game's going to play ridiculously fast. Kyle Anderson is out. I want a piece of the Memphis front court as well to pair with Ja. So whether that's in the form of Jonas Valanciunas or Brandon Clark, I want one of them. I definitely want one of them in my lineup. Shout out Thomas Bryant, a big Thomas Bryant guy. And obviously in the preseason show, I talked about Thomas Bryant a lot. Sucks that he's done for the year with a torn ACL.
He
suffered a while ago. Man. Yeah, he was done for a while ago. But where I was going with this is that I already picked on this Washington front court when he was there because he doesn't play D.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Jonas Valanciunas going up against Alex Len, Davis Bertans, Robin Lopez. Like this is a cakewalk of a matchup for Jonas. So I want him or Brandon Clark for sure in my lineup. Desmond Bane might get the start. I haven't been able to check the starting lineup just yet because Kyle Anderson got ruled out. But if he gets another spot start at 3,400, you want a value piece from the highest total, highest pace, no defense game, Desmond Bane's most likely going to get at least 25 minutes. So, and on top of that, he's guard and forward eligible.
Nice.
Not much you could ask for more there. One guy that he's not going to be in my main lineup. He wouldn't be in any of my lineups unless I was running 150.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're running 150 tonight, one guy that I wouldn't sleep on is Raul Neto. This is way out of left field. And if you look at what Washington has been doing down the stretch, they actually give Rui some minutes at the 5, especially when they're closing out games. And Neto's been touching 25 minutes in 3 straight games. Is he going to take shots away from Russ and Bradley Beal? Absolutely not. No chance. But what he does do is that he comes on when one of them comes off. So if he can get enough of those periphery stats where, he's getting a couple assists to Bradley Beal, he's getting some scoring opportunities when Russ is out there. This is a spot where Raul Neto at 4,600 can surprise people and put up 30 DK. He's definitely not going to be in my main lineup. I'll tell you now. This is a way out of left field, large field tournament play only. But if you are in one of those contests, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people, Raul Neto is the sleeper from this game. If you're even looking for one, I don't feel the necessity to even go there tonight. But if you are, can't blame me going with Raul Neto.
Can't blame you there, folks. It's definitely an interesting slate to say the least. Let's just move on to the other game. I see everybody in the chat, and Bane is starting. We got a couple people in there. Bane is starting. Bane is starting.
One guy I forgot to mention too. So Bane starting. One thing that I want to keep an eye on. I mean, I look for some Memphis news after we get off the lock here. I want to see what's going on with Dylan Brooks. A lot of people are going to play Desmond Bane. A lot of people, and rightfully so. He's starting. He's going to get 25 minutes. His shot's been dropping. He's active on the glass. Like, he's a guy that can like really, really be in the optimal lineup. It would not surprise me at all. But one guy that I do not want to sleep on is Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is the better player of the two. He should be the starting shooting guard. And right now he's coming off the bench, a couple of injuries, health concerns and whatnot. One guy I want to keep an eye on is Dylan Brooks. That's a big X factor for me tonight.
Keep your eyes peeled and make sure to get into the chat, windailysports.com/chat. 7 free days in that expert Discord chat. How you guys looking at Boston tonight? Looking pretty good at home and played and beat the Clippers this season already. Hopping over to that game, this is a 3.5 point road favorite for the Clippers. Over under sits at 221. And what planet is Kawhi Leonard only worth 8,800 on DraftKings? Is it this one?
No, I don't get it. Even with this, who's guarding Kawhi tonight? Asking for
Brown is in.
Who's guarding Kawhi? Who's guarding Kawhi? Like, if I had the voice of Alicia Keys right now, I would be yelling at the top of my lungs. No one.
I did see that GIF. That was a pretty good one.
Who is guarding Kawhi Leonard tonight? Absolutely nobody.
Last time he played against Boston, he was 8,800 and put up 51 DK points. People are asking.
Nobody's guarding this man. And that's him shooting 8 for 19 from the field.
Woof.
Big woof.
0 of 5 from 3. Yeah.
0 for 5 from deep.
Oof.
Woof.
GD, man.
How are you not playing Kawhi at 8,800 tonight as your third stud? I don't get it. Like, this is a spot where both him and Paul George are too cheap. Like, this is a game where it's going to be Tatum, Brown, Kemba versus PG and Kawhi. I would be shocked if anybody else contributes in this game. Anybody. Maybe Daniel Tice gets like a very quiet 10 and 10 because of how bad the Clippers are on the inside.
Quick question. Does Paul George suck?
No, he was just injured. And that's exactly why I wrote him up today, is because the reaction that you just had there was exactly what I'm hoping the field does. They look at the game logs and they're like, not really worth it. If you look at last game, it was the first game that he had 38 minutes in who knows how long. Shot the ball over 20 times. Shot wasn't dropping. I don't care.
That's fine.
I want the volume there. I want the minutes there. In a tight game, it's going to be nice and tight, this one. Tight like a tiger. Nice and tight like a tiger. You have Kawhi and PG taking over 20 shots. PG, 38 minutes last game. 20 plus shots. Kawhi's going to do Kawhi things. I like the spot. I
love it. I love it. Should be a fun game. I think this is probably one of the better games. Definitely one of the early games that I'm most excited to watch from a standpoint of, hey, this is a good game. Memphis, Washington is going to be ridiculous. That's why we want to watch it. But this one's probably going to be the best game, especially the early slate. Let's move on. Atlanta and Miami. We just got news that Jay Butt is ruled out, and I don't have a line on the game anymore. And that's probably a pretty good indication why.
It was -4 Miami.
It was 4. I saw it 3.5, 4 earlier today, so that does make sense. What with that news that Jay Butt's out, there's got to be some usage to go around. Are we going back to the Tyler Heroes, Gordon Dragics, Duncan Robinsons of the world?
It's still a carousel back there. Like, it's Dragic will get the biggest boost, especially off the bench. Like, it's even though he doesn't start, people are going to say, oh, he doesn't get the biggest boost. Wrong.
Still gets 30 minutes.
He gets the biggest boost. So I like Dragic in this spot at 56 in that mid-range. I could get to him or Kendrick Nunn, but I don't want to take the pure score. Like, for Kendrick Nunn to go bonkers, he has to drop 30 raw. And I don't want to count on that. So this is a spot where like if you just look at his last 2 games, it's exactly what you could get out of him. Very similar minutes, 4 minutes apart. Not gonna the 20 plus point difference, DK point difference, is not because of 4 minutes.
Yes.
So if he's scoring 12 to 14 points, he's not getting there. Whereas Dragic he's gonna get 5 rebounds, he's gonna get 5 assists. So I prefer Dragic over Nunn. Nunn's, if you're playing a large field contest, though, I go with Nunn because of the higher upside there. If he drops 40 points, then hey, you're laughing to the bank. But if he drops 4, you're not sitting pretty in a single entry contest. So I don't mind Dragic in the spot. Duncan Robinson is the guy that can go 10 for 10 from 3. Like, he can put up 3 points because he's not shooting the ball. So outside of that, there's a lot of risk between Duncan Robinson and Kendrick Nunn. I'll never say no to playing Tyler Hero. It's Tyler Hero. I'm off Bam against Capella. And on the flip side, I'm off Atlanta until they figure out what's going on with their new coach there. It sounds like Trey had a bit of beef with Lloyd too. So I don't know what's going on. A lot of testosterone in that locker room from previous sports experience when a coach gets canned like that because of player beef and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm staying away from this one. Better spots on the slate, even though it's a small slate. I don't really feel the need to get to this game at all outside of Goran Dragic.
It's a weird one. Made a lineup this AM and the news loved it. Ja, Beal, Winslow, Clark, Trez, Booker, Bane, Kemba, and same lineup.
You got to play Booker tonight, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh,
you got to play Booker tonight, and at least one lineup. I'm not saying it's like a must because there are better plays on the slate, but this is like one of the fun narrative plays that I like to sprinkle on some of my lineups. Devin Booker is
Dylan Brooks is starting as well.
There we go.
Boom.
You'll love to see it. That's what I'm talking about. Everyone goes to Bane, quick pivot. I know he's a little bit more expensive. Typically, my pivots are like within $300 to $400 of one another. Find the salary, get up to Dylan Brooks in your large field contests. Bane might be in the optimal lineup. He will likely be in the optimal lineup. I'm just telling you, but shoot. You got to be able to jump tens of thousands of people at one time. Dylan Brooks is that guy over Desmond Bane. Or you can play both.
I was going to say, Bane and Brooks are both starting.
Why not play both?
DraftKings single entry, Ja Morant, Beal, THT, Tatum, Brandon Clark, Bane, Kiwi, and Payne.
Can't play THT unless he's popping the ball. I don't know. And Cameron Payne is kind of random out there. I kind of prefer PJ Dozier.
New York Knicks in fourth place. Isn't it nuts what Knicks fans do? Like, did you see them partying in the street when they went above 500? Like, that is shout out Knicks fans. Like, be happy. I am. Hey man, you be happy. I'm happy when the Mets are above 500. So I can't say much, but oof, man. Like it's a
big woof.
It's a bad look, guys. It's a pretty bad look. Morant, Beal, Bane, Bertans, Joval, Hero, Kawhi, Dozier. There you go. DraftKings single entry.
Yeah, I like that. Bertans gonna get a ton of looks tonight, so I like that.
Well, this guy's still telling us stuff. Knicks beat you stupid Blazers in fifth place. Okay. And also Knicks was last place before. Okay. And the Knicks went all the way up to top four. They did. So
word.
Yeah. Word. I like that. Let's move on. We got 3 games left. And look at that. We're going to talk about the fucking Knicks. Knicks are favored by 1.5 on the road in San Antonio. San Antonio kind of did me dirty last night as well. I was really hoping for that plus 4.5. You said they went to overtime, right? And then James Harden blown out in overtime.
James Harden things.
So I'm happy you won your DeJounte Murray bet, but really would have preferred if, they just lost the game.
It was literally set up perfectly too, because the entire world was on Nets -4 and the line didn't move. So I was like, you know what? Spurs +4 is definitely.
It was a good play. Right play. They made it all the way to overtime. They were there at the end of. If
DeJounte doesn't hit that shot, it's a 2-point game.
Exactly. So Bulls and Spurs. Again, I finished positive with those 2 really terrible bad beats, and things happen. So we move forward. So Knicks favored by 1.5 on the road. Someone was talking about Mr. Randall today in the chat. Was that you, Ghost Man?
No, I think that was Ro.
Oh,
I don't mind. I'll always play Julius Randle though. I don't mind Julius Randle. I'm a big Julius Randle guy. So
who's guarding him? Jake Puddle?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody's guarding him. At the same time, it's just I can't get exposure to this game because it's just so slow.
For information's sake, Aldridge, Mitch Robinson,
Derek White, Rudy Gay, Aldridge, and Vassell are all out. Like they're back to a thin rotation. So like, Payne's not playing this. Yeah, he's not playing this game either. So if you want to play a chalky Derrick Rose at 6K, like
have fun.
Like, okay, I'd rather just get up to Ja $1,000 more. I'll never say no to playing DeJounte Murray. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
The value to be had here would be more in the Spurs front court. Guys like Bates, Diop, and Lyles. And problem is that Pop is gonna pop. You don't know who's gonna play 35 minutes. Who's gonna get a DNP CD on there? Like I don't know. I can't. There's better value spots here. I'm not opposed to playing Trey Lyles or Bates Diop if you really want to take a shot. But
no,
outside of that,
yeah, I want to talk about this game. This game is going to be this is the game. Bigger spread than I expected. Bucks favored by 8 at home, but the over/under is 235.
It opened at 6.5.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I took Nuggets because I was told to take the Nuggets, and I've been winning a lot of money when I listen to the people. I don't know, man. It's weird. I mean, Giannis has been insane.
He's averaging 38 points over his past 4.
Yeah, I read it. If you guys didn't listen to the podcast, make sure to download the podcast because we do 3 NBA DFS previews every week to fill up the days. That's soon going to be turning into MLB previews because we don't need a live lock for MLB. Like, you're good. You should just, you should be able to build the night before and everything. But I read this, and it's bad radio, but this is insane. Giannis's last, 8, 9, 10 games, 36, 14, and 5, 38, 10, and 4, 37, 8, and 8, 38, 18, and 4, 29, 19, and 8, 23, 12, and 8, which sucks. And then 34, 10, and 10, and 8, 24, 17, and 10, 29, 15, and 6, 47, 11, and 5. Is Giannis going to win the MVP again? Because I'm looking at his odds at like plus 1,800. I'm really thinking about putting a couple bucks down because if he keeps doing this, how do you not give the guy the MVP again? Like, sincerely, how do you not do that?
I don't know.
I know you love Steph, and I have that sweet ticket on Steph too. Because we can put in multiple tickets for MVP.
This is my issues with the MVP award in general. It's that, to me, it's not really an MVP award. Because if that was the case, LeBron would win every year.
Exactly. Yeah. It's narrative. Yeah.
To me, it's like, what would be a greater loss? Taking Giannis off the Bucks or taking Curry off the Warriors?
I mean, this year, honestly, Giannis off the Bucks, I think. We saw what the Warriors looked. I think the Bucks would look just as bad as the Warriors did last year.
I don't know. Like by no means are they shouldering the load, but like I think Drew and Middleton and Dante, when he gets the shots, he's been playing well. I feel like they would win more games than Oubre and Wiggins and who's running point. You got point Draymond at that point, and then on top of that, he's locking down people on D. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, these numbers are absurd.
Yeah, it's not like I don't know how you don't like
absurd.
It's gonna be pretty tough to fade him honestly like this. You have to choose, because then on top of that, it's an elite it's an elite game environment on top of that. Like,
the Bucks are bad with Giannis too. Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm not a Bucks guy. Like I'm not a Bucks guy.
I don't know, man. I mean,
to me, it's like if you can't win, like, okay, I don't even want to say it because like it would kind of be counterintuitive to my argument because like Philly might not finish first in the East, but it doesn't mean Joel Embiid's not an MVP candidate. But like, if you can't win the East, what does that say about you as an MVP candidate? Like, there's probably there's what 5 good teams in that conference.
Do you count
that can legitimately challenge for, like, if you said name me the teams that can, if the season were to end, let's say X amount of days from now, math aside, who would be the 4 or 5 teams that could win the East? Like, you would have trouble naming 5.
Brooklyn, Philly. I would say potentially Milwaukee. The Heat. That's 4. We saw the Heat do it last year. Toronto sucks this year. Sorry, bud. So yeah, I think we're stuck at 4.
Like, that's the thing. It's like you're playing in a 4-team conference.
Oh, what's the West? The 2 LA teams. Phoenix this year, I guess, but like I still don't think they'd be Utah, yeah. 4.
Utah.
And that's with
any
Phoenix.
Any team that has Steph Curry is going to be a top 7 game challenge. Any team that has Steph is going to have a top 7
Not
game
this year,
series.
man. Come on.
Any team that has to face Steph in a 7-game series is dangerous.
We've seen the Warriors lose by 30 points way too many times this year.
We've also seen them win by 30 points way too many times.
But
and we've seen them come back down from 25 points too.
Against the Wizards. Like, get the fuck out of here, Ghost, man. Come on. You're right. The Wizards came back from 30 points down to them.
Wrong.
No. The Warriors are not very good this year.
This is
again. I want to cash my Steph Curry ticket. I want to cash my Steph Curry ticket.
Why is Giannis MVP? Why is Giannis MVP?
Just because of those numbers. Like those, if he just keeps doing that, if he puts up 37, 15, and 10, because he's not putting up 37, 15, and 10 on.
He's leading the league in scoring. Why is he not MVP?
Big deal.
Why is he not MVP?
Because it's not 37, 15, and 10. Those are insane numbers.
Okay, he also shoots like 3% from the free throw line.
Bradley Beal?
No, Giannis.
I don't care about the fucking free
But that's
throw
you
line.
can't care about certain stats and then not care about other ones. You can't say, okay, well, he's dropping 37, 10, and 8. Okay, but then what are his percentages?
Probably like 60% from the floor because he's like laying everything
and
up.
6% from the free throw line.
And isn't he one of the best defenders in like the entire league? You can't. I mean, Bradley Beal's not a slouch.
Bradley Beal's by no means MVP in this league. Your team sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm just saying, if it's purely stats, like why is Trae Young not an all-star then?
It's narrative.
Guy's averaging 30 and 10. Why is he not an all-star?
Atlanta.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like this whole thing where it's like MVP. Like why is Giannis even in the conversation right now?
Because his ticket can cash at like 1,800 right now. I don't want to read those numbers again. That's too much. It's bad radio.
What's Joker's price on that ticket?
Like plus 400. He's moved all the way up. That's what I'm saying, man. He's not going to win it, and Denver's not going to be top 4 in the West, so they're not going to give it to him. Again, it's narrative. It's all narrative. We know that. We agree on
a triple double like every 2 days.
Sorry, your team has to be better than the 6th seed.
But then Milwaukee's not. Milwaukee's not a good team.
But they're going to be the top 3, and they're probably going to be the top 2 because Brooklyn doesn't want to play any other players.
The Knicks are the 4th seed.
For a little bit. Where's our Knicks guy? Our Knicks guy is not even here anymore.
Your conference automatically loses prestige when the New York Knicks are 4th in you're 4th in the conference.
It automatically loses. Everybody knows Tom Thibodeau is going to win.
I don't care.
It's also the first half. It's the first half. Wait till RJ Barrett and Julius Randle don't feel like playing 48 minutes a night anymore. Then we'll see where the Knicks are. And also I saw
like 47 minutes a night. Like it doesn't make sense.
I think
this guy doesn't get off the court.
Spots 4 through 10 all have 17 losses in the East, I think. They all have the exact same amount of losses, which is insane.
I don't get it. Like, I really don't like.
I'm going to put a couple bucks on Giannis to win the MVP just because of the numbers keep doing the things they do.
Because that is a really smart betting move.
Yes.
Because the value is there, the price is there. It makes sense.
Yes.
But if Giannis wins MVP, we're going to have a problem.
We'll have another show where we'll give you 5 minutes.
There's still a long way to go to the season, but if it was ending today and Giannis wins MVP, we're gonna have a problem because that team sucks.
They do, but they would be even worse. Like again, these numbers are just fucking insane. Like I don't know how you do that.
Take Embiid off the Sixers.
Yes,
they lose to Portland, who has 15 minutes of Anthony Simmons and G League players that all got cut the day after. Correct. Like it's literally like, congrats. You could keep your jersey because you just pulled off like a miracle by beating Philly, and you're cut.
But the problem with
how is Embiid not MVP in that case?
Because he's going to miss like 12 to 15 games this year, and of a 72 game season, that's like literally 20% of the games. Like at some point, missing games and having your team lose and coming back and winning them is a great argument until you've missed like a fifth of the season. Then how do you? That's like saying, why didn't Zion win Rookie of the Year? Well, because he didn't play enough games. He was clearly the best rookie in the entire league last year.
See, I agree with you. That's the first thing I want to start with is that I agree with you. Just to play devil's advocate, it's like for me that makes sense. Rookie of the Year because you have to have an impact for. It's more about longevity than it is about level of impact for short duration of time. Like you can't win Rookie of the Year playing half the season. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But when it comes to MVP, Joel Embiid misses 15 games out of 70. I don't know what the exact math is.
It's about 20%.
Right? So like he misses 20% of the season. Why does that take away from the fact that if without Embiid, Philly is borderline a 7 or 8 seed this season?
No, it's just like what's the correct number of games then? Like I think missing a fifth of the season
he's not in the conversation.
Too much. No, he's not because he's missed like
Kyrie's not in the conversation.
Kyrie was never in.
No, I'm just saying he was never in the
James
conversation.
Harden though,
guys like this.
James Harden's now in the conversation because his whole team is gone. Right?
Like that's the thing too. It's like at that point you're sitting there and you're voting and you're like, okay, James Harden's stats are undeniable. We see what he did last night. You see what he does every night. And it's like you could honestly say, would he have done that with KD and Kyrie playing every game? And then someone's gonna turn around and say, yeah, but that wasn't the case. Kyrie and KD didn't play every game. Okay, but I'm just sitting there and I have a hard time voting for a guy like that drops 35, 15, and 15 because he's playing with Jeff Green and Bruce Brown.
That's incredible.
Like it's like Anyways, Giannis is not MVP. If Giannis is MVP,
I'm still gonna put the ticket in.
MVP, is an issue. I'm still going to put the ticket in because you told me to.
Because it's like
And
plus
I expect
1800.
when I text you PRAs at 6 a.m. that you would bet them. So
I take
you
them.
told me to bet plus 1800. So
Plus
I'm going to go
1800.
bet it.
How do you not?
I'm going to go bet it.
That?
Play Giannis tonight. Play Joker. My stomach's growling, so tacos are waiting.
Sorry, that was
Giannis, Joker. One thing that I will say, maybe like a 1% worry about Joker is that back-to-back, this guy has to be gassed, bro.
Yes.
Like at one point, he's tired.
38 minminutes too.
Like I get it was Chicago. The guy took 28 shots yesterday, 38 minutes. Like the man's got to be tired. Like
he is an animal.
But it would not surprise me to see him drop 65 DraftKings points again tonight. But I'm just saying the 1% like thing from stopping me from locking him into my lineup is that he's got to be tired at one point. Outside of that, I'm not playing anybody from this game. If you want to play Chris Middleton, do so on FanDuel and not on DraftKings, please. At least for me personally, I'm not playing. I would play him on FanDuel because small forward absolutely sucks. It's a day ending in one, so small forward sucks.
It's not great. According to DraftKings, Clark, Brooks, Bain, Joval, and Beal, Brody, Matthews, Wagner, Reeves. I guess those are those are the starting lineups for the Memphis Washington game.
Yeah, like Dylan Brooks, man.
Schroeder, Beal, Dozier, Giannis, Joker. Oh, Giannis and Joker in there. I like that. Bain, Bogdanovich. I can't say that guy from Israel, right? I can't say his last name.
Abdija.
That's fun.
Schroeder is not in my pool today, but if you got a gut feeling, roll it. Bog, you got to be careful. Try and see if you can get info on the minutes limit because he could play 10 minutes, like 15 or 20, and every minute counts for it. Like I get it, he's minimum priced. He could bang home some shots, but if he's playing 10 minutes, it's not going to fly.
No. So get back to us. WinDailySports.com/chat. Hop into that.
Lineup. Thank God. Oh my God. I was waiting for it.
What'd you say?
Justice wins the lineup.
No, we had one before. Quinslow. I like that. Bain, Brown, Tatum, Zubac, George, Kawhi, Dozier. It's a weird one.
Stocking that second game. Huh?
Yeah. Getting different. Large field, as he says. DraftKings large field.
I won't play Zoob in there. You want that 2v2. You want Brown, Tatum going up against PG and Kawhi all night. So only thing I would switch would be Zoob. That's it.
So if we're looking at betting, who would win between the Knicks game and money line? So Knicks or Spurs or the Suns money line? Which would be better? So do you want to take the Suns money?
Do we have any news on our site?
I don't.
Should I tell you my lean beforehand, or do I say it after?
No, I don't think. Looking. No, we don't have anything.
Okay, I took the Knicks money line when it was -1.
It's now -1.5.
Okay, so I had Knicks money line, and I took Suns money line when it was +1.5.
Now it's +1. You're moving the goddamn market, Ghost. Look at you. Jesus.
Devin Booker. I want to talk about that game.
Yep.
We got to talk about this game because after we got to eat. But
yes,
I want to say one thing about Devin Booker because it's going to be hysterical if he drops 70 points tonight raw.
Drea, what's up, Drea? Haven't seen you in here, Drea. Come back. Ask us your large field GPP questions. Diang just popped. So
backup center going up against Alex Len, Robin Lopez. He doesn't need much, and he's a fantasy point per minute machine. This guy.
Makina. Phoenix Suns, LA Lakers. Lakers favored by 1. Over under gross 215. There's too many other good games, but you want to talk about Devin Booker. So Ghost Man.
Why am I playing Devin Booker tonight? Honestly, I find it hysterical narrative. Why are we playing Devin Booker tonight? Who's going to be in the stands?
Who's going to be in the stands? Oh, one of the Kardashians.
Kendall Jenner's going to be in the stands.
Let's go.
Folks dropping 70 tonight.
Oh my God. Dude, do you remember that when you're like your girlfriend would come watch you play and you tried so hard?
Devin Booker.
I love that. That's a good narrative, man. That's fucking
way out of left field. Shout out DJ for texting me that like earlier today. That was hysterical. But
I love it.
Yeah. So
anything else from that game? How many assists does Chris Paul have? 15,
I don't know, probably like 26. I don't know.
I was gonna say just take the over on
tonight. I don't know. Like if it's under 10, just honestly, if it's under 10, don't actually do this, by the way, because I'm a DFS guy, I do props, but I'm not like a long term. You got to check with Steve with that and the rest of the team. But if you took Chris Paul over on the assists every single day, I'm pretty sure it would be plus EV.
God, yeah. Oh,
Guaranteed.
very. Are you kidding? Because they're not going to make it like 12. And the dude,
That's the
it
thing.
looks like
They'll
he
never
averages
get up
15
there.
assists a game. Yeah.
I think he's up to 9 per game right now.
You can do that fun one on, I think, FanDuel, where you can just take like any player plus 15 assists or whatever, and you could just pick Chris Paul, and it's probably like plus 300.
Yeah, it's probably going to hit one every 3 games.
Yeah. So let's just get back to a couple lineups here.
Banana boat crew narrative to LeBron, CP3, their boys.
Love it. Ja, Rose, Bane, Middleton, Bates, Diop, Bertans, Randall, Joval.
So the only thing with that lineup is like who's gonna break the slate for you?
Julius Randle?
Like every time I make a lineup, I'm like, okay, who's gonna be the guy that goes bonkers for me? Like who's gonna be the guy that it's like if you don't have this guy, no X, no cash. Like you need one of those guys on a slate like this when you have Giannis, you have Joker, you have Wesley, you have Beal, you have Kawhi, you have all these guys in such good spots. Like I that's the one thing. It's the only thing.
Need someone to pop. Just popping in today. What do you think about Montrezl Harrell?
I'm out.
I'm out.
I don't want exposure to that game. The only reason why I'm playing Devin Booker in one lineup is because of
it's hilarious. So is he dating the Jenner, or is she dating someone else? I have no idea how it works.
Every time Phoenix plays Philly, you have to play Ben Simmons and Devin Booker. It's like automatic.
God, I fucking love it. Ice Trey, Beal, Winslow, Kark, Noel, Brooks, Noon in another, Dozier, Semantic in another, Booker. I hope you understood that. Brian, I love you, by the way, man. I just want you to know.
Yeah, it worked. A lot of exposure to that first game with Beal.
Booker Trez or CP3 Trez, my only two plays.
Always
Always Booker. Add in that LeBron called him underrated. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's I like that. I like that.
Nice call.
Here we go. Missed a player in my FanDuel lineup, the one that Glad showed us before. Beal is in there.
Beal.
So
wake up. Sky's blue. You got a pulse. Day ending in Y. Bradley Beal.
Trez gonna eat today, eating his barbecue chicken.
But how many minutes is Trez gonna get? That's the only thing.
Dude,
I don't want exposure to that game. That's the only thing. I don't really like that game. I'd rather just take Suns money line. That's
barbecued chicken. Suns money line, Knicks money line. I'll take both of those. You go take that Giannis ticket.
I was gonna take Bradley Beal over PRA as long as it was under like 75. But the juice is so heavy on the over that Gasol is out. Okay.
So Trez might get some minutes.
That I feel like it's more of a FanDuel play, like where center absolutely blows. Like if you're worried about Joker being tired, your next option would be Jonas Valanciunas, which I love tonight. And then outside, like Harrell's a good fill-in, but he's expensive on FanDuel too. And then you got to go all the way down to like Robert Williams or Kelly Olynyk and take shots on guys like that. But
Time Lord. Love it. Ghost, where can everyone find you on the internet?
At DFS_Ghost over on Twitter. And of course, with the Win Daily team, windailysports.com/chat. There we go. We timed it pretty well that time.
Yeah, I like it.
7 free days. Make sure you guys come and join. A ton of fun, a lot of knowledge. Things get hectic before lock. We're there for every minute of it. There after lock too. A lot of gifts, a lot of fun.
Yeah, my favorite part is like the 10 minutes after lock when everyone's tilting and it's just like, this guy has two shots.
It's been 0.3 seconds and Devin Booker has 0 fantasy points. What is going on? So
the world is ending.
I always get a kick out of that.
I love those so much. Those are my favorites. You can find me on Michael Brazil 1. You can find us at Win Daily Sports. One more time, windailysports.com/chat for 7 free days in the expert Discord chat. But don't be a fucking asshole. We would really ask you that from the bottom of our hearts. Please, if you haven't already, drop a like on the YouTube page because we're going to be YouTube famous one of these days, and it's your fault. It's not your fault. What's the better way of saying that? It's because of you that we're going to be YouTube famous, and that is exactly what we're looking for.
You say your fault. I was like,
that's like a negative. I want it to be positive, not yours, like theirs, the chat's fault, because we love them.
What's the word for that?
It's because of you. That's the only way I can think about it.
Is there like a one word for that?
Yeah, there has to be, like the opposite of fault. I don't know. Anyway, that was fun.
It is what it is. Thank God.
Please do that for us, for Ghostman, for the chat. We love all of you, for Win Daily Sports. Everyone over here at HNB Media TV, for myself, we hope you make it a very profitable Taco Tuesday.